First question for Eric.
Eric Scopel, 247 Sports. Verone, I think key there was just time of possession. You guys just were on the field an awful lot. How frustrating and how tough was that?
It's always difficult. We want to get off the field, especially on those third downs. We didn't get off the field as much, so it's always tough. But they did a great job of really keeping us on our toes and just keeping the ball. It was long drives, and they did a good job.
Questions for Verone using the raise hand function. Go ahead, Dylan.
Dylan McKinley, NBC Sports Northwest. It seemed like Iowa State was able to get into a good offensive rhythm in the first half. But then in the second half, the defense for Oregon was able to step up. What changed at halftime?
We made a couple adjustments, and then just understanding that we need to get off blocks, set edges, and tackle. So that really was just the thing. It's about mindset, and we knew what we're getting ourselves into and what type of game it was going to be, and just going to be a 4-quarter game. So we just came out second half, made our adjustments, and we just buckled down.
Eric?
How tough was it, I guess, from a special teams perspective? I know you're not on some of those units, but just those plays, and I guess those felt like those were costly and put you guys right back out there after at least one of them after a stop.
Man, you just gotta, we gotta bounce back. We can't really dwell on it. That was the main thing. It was always about respond, and get back to zero, because it's just another drive. We got to go back. Whatever it is, it's football. Sometimes bad things happen, so you just got to be prepared for it. And that's something that wasn't in our favor today. But as a defense, we just got to go back and just lock back in.
For those of us just joining us, Verone McKinley III is joining us. Thank you for the time. Next question goes to AJ.
Hey, Verone. So I know this was not obviously how you wanted the season to end. What was the message inside the locker room? Coach said there were sort of two tones. The first, upset that you guys had lost the game, but then the second, just proud of what it took to get even to this point. So can you take us inside the locker room? What was the message among the team?
Of course, it was a good football team. Some things we could have done better, coaching-wise, player-wise. But then just looking forward to next year, we have a really good team. We have a lot of guys that are coming back, and we started to build a culture here that means something. And we know games like this are the games we want to be in, and we, of course, want to win these games. So just looking forward to right as we get back, fourth-quarter program, getting back to the basics and the fundamentals of things, and just using this as something that we can use in the future, just as basically fuel for the next year, and just to keep going and keep getting better.
Eric.
It seemed like a couple times we saw you guys with your hands on your hips. Did you guys get worn down a little bit facing that team? Because, they did have the ball, I think, 43 minutes, which is a big number.
I wouldn't say we really got worn down, honestly, because I feel like we played better in the second half. So I don't think we really got worn down. There was just long possessions and just looking for the call, waiting. They did a good job. They kind of take their time, shift the tight ends, motion here, relook. So that's probably the main thing. But I would say we had that second win, kind of like in Boston. You got a second win, and I feel like we played better in the second half. So,
any other questions for Verone? All right, thank you for the time.
Thank you.